Okay, if you just had a baby or a baby you've had in the past and you're wondering.
Or you're going to in the future and you're curious about how this works.
How long do you have to name your baby? Because you don't have to have your baby and go home with a name.
No.
You don't.
Most people do because it's something you think about for weeks, if not months ahead of time because you want to, for their nursery or their clothing or whatever. But
in certain countries like the UK, you have 42 days.
Oh, wow.
If not, you have a fine to name your child.
Well, it makes sense for paperwork, insurance, healthcare.
For the U.S., it comes down to state by state. State law requires hospitals or parents to register the birth, which you say baby was born today at blah, blah, date and time,
right.
all that. But that does not require it to have a name yet.
Mm-hmm.
They do, though, want you to have some kind of birth certificate. So if you leave without a name, they will say baby girl and last name, and that's it. But you have to go and change it now because that is at that point their registered name.
Which just happened, wasn't it? Was one of the Kardashians or the Jenners? They decided their baby name isn't going to be Wolf anymore. Mm-hmm. He's not a wolf. He's something else.
There's also an issue too with typos because there was one in Washington where the baby's name was going to be Cora, K-O-R-A, only came out K-O-R-N, corn.
Oh.
So on legal record, its name is Corn.
Right,
so they had to go change it. Now, if you're older and say, I don't like my name, I want to change it, and you're over 14, you have to have the child's consent to change their name. Because think about it, when it comes to having a child, you need to have a name because you have to have a birth certificate to get in school.
Social security numbers, depending on your country of origin.
Bank accounts, all that stuff. It'll make things a lot easier if you have a name. So probably an idea. If you don't know the gender, that's fine. But go in with names for each. At least an idea.
Right.
Not that hard. More info now, YesFM Facebook, Twitter 967 YesFM, and the Mercy Morning page at YesFM.com.